Now, today I'm going to talk about web design. Do you want to pay a web designer to design a website for you, or do you want to design it for yourself? Now, in all truth, that depends on the kind of website that you want. If you want something with all bells and whistles and all coding and everything, you may need a web designer to do that. But consider this. There are some web hosts now that include a web builder with their package. Now, there was a time where these web builders were pretty useless, especially in terms of search engine optimization, because a lot of the web builders, they don't have access to the part of the code that I need to write the code that's going to help Google understand what it's about. But that has changed. I didn't used to recommend Wix.com, but now they've improved so much that you get SSL certificates, security certificates included in the package, and you get access to all areas of the website code. So Wix.com is now one of our recommended sites. So is Squarespace.com and One.com. One.com is what I build everything on, and it's so easy. The templates are stunning and look great, and I have access to all areas of the code that I need. So if you come to me for advanced optimization and you are on One.com, I can guarantee you an A grade in SEO from Routing.com. Now, bearing in mind that some of the so-called experts in Paisley are getting a C-, C++. So to get an A and beat the experts is something, isn't it? So I can guarantee you an A grade, providing you on one of our recommended hosts. So it could be that you're not very technical savvy at all, and you don't even use computers very much. So in that case, of course, you would need a web designer. But here are the questions that you need to ask a web designer. Will I have access to the page afterwards? Because it's rare that they'll do all the SEO coding. They might do a little bit of it, but you want to be able to get someone like me to go in afterwards and do it. So will you have access to the website afterwards? The host that they build it on, will it give access to all areas of the code so that we can write the code? So that's two things. Is SSL security certification included? Because if it isn't, you don't want it. It's a waste of time if it doesn't have. And this is where using a web builder compared to using a web designer is now favourite, because using one of our recommended web hosts, you can get SSL certification and you can get a guaranteed A grade. And some of these so-called experts are on web hosts that don't support it. They cannot do SSL. Those particular hosts can't do it for you. They can't do it for themselves. They can't get an A grade. It's just not possible. So if it doesn't include SSL certification that you can get for free from one of these other hosts, don't bother with it, because that is a waste of time. So, and I would say, and I would say this because this is the service that we offer, but I would say don't employ a web designer and then employ an SEO expert. Get someone who does it all at the same time, because you're paying two people, and some of the time to get to know your website and what your business does, some of that is going to be overlapping. You know, it's going to, some of that learning time for the person working on your website is going to overlap. So if you're doing it at the same time and you're designing it and you're optimizing it at the same time, that cuts down the actual amount of time that spends on the website. So and if you do that, if you go with a company that promises you that they can do SEO, how is that going to be accountable? Can they get you an A grade and guarantee it from LinkedIn, which is an independent website that rates websites on the quality of their SEO? And if they can't get you an A grade, don't bother. If it's because they're not offering SEO or because the SEO that they're offering cannot guarantee you the A grade and cannot guarantee you the SSL certification, then it isn't worth doing. But if you come to us for web design, we do everything at the same time. We do your web design and your search engine optimization at the same time, so it cuts it down. So have a look at our packages, have a look at our free courses, and I'll see you again soon with freeSEOpaisley.co.uk.